Hey guys, it's Gus, and you may recall I did a couple videos on the summer festival. And the last video I did, I described how big and profitable and how much AD you could earn from that event. And it was really hard to visualize it, right? Because it was such a big event. It was hard for me to visualize because I had no idea. I had all this whole army just full of stuff. And I'd said 12,900 pinatas, but really, what is that? And I finally finished all the pinatas and got them combined into one spot to show you. And yes, I am having a Mystic Flora on 60 tunes. So this first alt has caprices, right? And I have the bag sort of like this. And we'll just display it. You can see how many bags there are. 48, so that's 52, 60, 72, 102, 132, 162, 156 backspaces times 100. So it's about 15,500 to 15,600 caprices right here. And then when you go to this tune has the sorbets, and it's the same thing. I have them all sorted into one bag for just ease of view. Oh no, this is the squash soups, and there's a lot of squash soups. Same thing. And what I'm finding is the drop rate is almost identical for all of them, actually. So there's squash soups, and let's go now to sorbets. Squash soups are worth considerably more than the other ones. And I checked PC prices earlier for all the PS4 players. Sorbets are going for about 530 diamonds each. Caprices 20 diamonds, and squash soups 830 diamonds each. So here's all the sorbets, and this one's a lot bigger. You don't notice because it has more backspace than the previous tune. So on the next tune, it's not going to be as noticeable. But I didn't have enough room on those three tunes. I actually had to empty out a fourth tune to put all the leftovers in. And altogether, it came out to 26,126 caprices. And there's more caprice, there's more squash soups, and there's more sorbets. 26,126 caprices. Current auction house value a whopping 1.28 mil. Whoop de doo. The squash soups is a big deal though. There was 25,691 squash soups that has a current AD value on PS4 of 36,070,164 AD. And then there was 25,440 sorbets with a current auction house value of 16,637,760. So 52, about 54 million worth of consumables at the current price on PS4. And generally speaking, they will go up throughout the year. I'm not saying they will this year, but every year in the past, they've always gone up considerably. Right now, squash soup seems to be the flavor of the month. Sorbets, something could change. Hell, they could make a new consumable that makes these irrelevant. And then they're worthless. But the squash soup is great because it's great for healers and DPS. And if the tank's not using like an amazing fizzy brew, they might want to up their damage output just a little bit. But they're probably running Caprice. Um, Caprice is good. Fizzy brew, every tank that runs it, I'm like, bless you for running that fizzy brew and helping getting this dungeon done faster. But yeah, that's a lot of consumables. As a matter of fact, that's 50, 76. It's about 77,000 consumables. And yeah, it looks like a ton of work during the event. It was most days less than 2 hours. This was 19 days of the event. The last week there was a lot more time involved because we were kicking the balls, but I could have done that the fourth week actually and got a lot more consumables. But I'm not disappointed with the output. I think for the time invested and the return is just stupidly high. I can't think of anything else we could have done to make more than this event. Possibly when the Gone event came out and it had the what's that name of that mount, that boar worm mount. That was a big deal. But not everybody got in on that, but this event, it was advertised well, I did anyways, that there was a lot of diamonds being made. And if we take this amount and use PC prices, let me get the calculator out here. Let me just do the caprices. So they're 830 on they're 800 and on PC. The current price I just checked like a half hour ago, 830 diamonds per squash soup. We got 25,691 times 25,691. So 21 million. So on the PC, it's 15 million less, but 21 million is still real a lot of diamonds, right? And then the squash shoe's probably worth half that. So maybe 30 million, 35 million at the current prices on PC as opposed to, 76, I'm sorry. Yeah, 77 million on PS4. So that was a bit misleading in the title because I wasn't aware that the price difference was so high between the platforms. And apologies to Xbox, love you all too. I just don't have access to a Xbox to check the prices, or I would, because I'd like to be more inclusive and put everybody's prices in there. But am I recommending this for next year? I don't know, because the whole dynamic could change if everybody does this. Prices will be super low because everybody will be trying to offload, right? I don't know if influence will sell next year as high as it did this year. But who knows? We could come out with Guildhall level 30 and prices of influence could go 10 times higher. There's so many unknowns. So, generally speaking, get the diamonds while you can because your stuff could be obsolete. It could go up, but it could go down too. And that's what I got for this event. And I can't wait to do it next year. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.